test of the functioning of the diaphragm is required for all transplantation evaluation patients. And then following that, I had a BQ scan, which is a quantitative measurement of ventilation and gas perfusion, also required. And those are the last tests on the list. All I need to do now is notify my transplant pulmonologist that I've completed those tests, and I guess there will be another final clinical visit with Dr. Raza. Look at this idiot. People drive so crazy. Taking the GWB going west to New Jersey is ridiculous at this hour, because the vast majority of people who take this route routinely know that there's lots of traffic waiting ahead, and so there's really no point to go barreling down the highway at 90 miles an hour. All you're gonna do is run into a parking lot. Oh well, I guess he'll find that out in a few minutes. But I digress. So yeah, all I need to do is contact actually the scheduling coordinator. That would be Geraldine Lopez, and then I guess the only thing we have to do now is the last clinical visit, then have my case presented. So we'll see. But anyway, today was another good day. I mean, it's like every day is a good day. Well, put it this way, every day I'm strong enough and fit enough to actually get out of bed, get up and at 'em. I don't know, anytime I get a chance to interact with people, it's a good day. Maybe I should have been in sales or something. Anyway, so yeah, it was a good day. Another mono-rover day. The sniff test, and oh yeah, there was a CT scan too. Forgot. I'm participating in yet another clinical study. I guess conducted by Dr. David Lederer at Columbia University Medical Center, New York Presbyterian. Not sure what the goal of this study is, but I know that this is my second kind of thing that I did for the study. It was a CT scan of my abdomen and thigh. I don't know what for. I guess it doesn't matter as long as it's helping. See, here comes the parking lot. So I had the CT scan. It's funny. People are so amazed by this mono-rover thing. I would have thought by now everybody would have been hip to it, but apparently not. So people at the hospital and other patients and everything, I guess I can kind of understand. Today it was funny. After I ate lunch in the food court, kind of a weird lunch. A big plate of broccoli and a slice of pepperoni pizza. Oh well. Anyway, so after I ate lunch, I was heading back up to Vanderbilt Clinic for pulmonary rehab, and this cop walks up to me and asks me, I'm not sure if you're able to ride that here. And I was like, oh no, this is kind of like my wheelchair. I ride it every day, and I explained, ILD and all that, and it was cool, but I didn't realize that she was actually going to follow me and see if I fell or if I experienced any difficulty. So after I gone up the elevator and taken the bridge across from Milstein to Presbyterian Hospital building, and just as I was getting ready to get on the elevator to go to the third floor, she comes up behind me and she says, okay, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, why wouldn't I be okay? She's like, well, I just wanted to make sure you were okay going up the ramp and the whole thing. It's like, oh yeah. Now, I wish you had followed me on those days when I didn't have this Monarch Rover, and I'm doubled over every 40 or 50 steps or so, gasping for breath, but this thing I'm fine. So anyway, I went on my way, got on the elevator, and headed up to the clinic. But it's funny. And then more questions, at the end of the day. And sometimes, I understand, people want to kind of find out, get some information, maybe they want to buy one or whatever. And I think maybe I'm just going to have to start bringing business cards and just sell them and hand people cards and say, here's where you can get one. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, okay, so speaking of lunch, I just happened to be sitting there at a table charging my portable oxygen concentrator, and two women in white jackets approached me. And asked me if there was room at my table. And I said yes. And anyway, I asked them. I told them that you can sit down here as long as you don't mind me. As long as you don't mind me eavesdropping on your conversation. And we all laughed, but I was dead serious. I was going to eavesdrop. I always do. I don't always eavesdrop, but sometimes you're a little nosy. I was kind of joking. Anyway, so there is a point to this, by the way. One woman was talking about hiring an au pair for her daughter, and the other woman was asking about checking out the au pair, doing a background check with the company that referred her, the whole thing, and maybe getting a nanny cam or whatever, and I know a couple of things about hidden cameras and such. Don't ask why. No, just kidding. So I interjected that, hey, I told him I was going to eavesdrop. I interjected, told her, they're about the various options and, how relatively cheap they are now compared to what they were with those systems for, hidden camera, real-time streaming, and the whole thing. How inexpensive it is now compared to what it used to be, and we kind of talked about various things that have occurred in this area over the past few years, like a woman who was beaten right in front of her pre-adolescent daughter, beaten to a pulp by an intruder to her house who beat her, not only beat her with his fist, but threw her down the basement stairs, slammed the door, stole a few things, was on his way. And the only reason he got caught is because there was a nanny cam, a hidden nanny cam, sitting on the woman's, what do you call it? Mantle. And he didn't know it was there, obviously, and he ended up getting caught. And there have been other incidents too, shaken baby kinds of instances. But so anyway, so they introduced themselves, and I introduced myself, and turns out, it always turns out, doesn't it? Oh, there's always something. It turns out. Anyway, turns out they both work in respiratory ICU, which is where I am likely to wind up if I'm transplanted at New York Presbyterian Hospital. So we start talking about lung disease and some of the issues that people face, and just some of the things I've been working on, and we just had a really interesting conversation. I think I probably ate up all of their lunchtime, and they certainly ate up all of mine. But it was a really good conversation. All conversations are good if they have a point. Maybe this video doesn't. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, it was a good conversation. So shout out to Eileen Rosado and I want to say Jan Rubin. Shout out to both of you. Hopefully I'll see you on Facebook here very soon. So there. Then pulmonary rehab, and then another patient education seminar, and the education seminar today was focused on post-transplant drugs. I think I'd attended this seminar before, but we're required to do 12 hours a year, so I figured, what the heck, might as well rack up the hours. I was already there. So that was pretty much it, but it was a good day. Now I'm on 80 going west, going home, and that's about all I got for today. I think right now I'm using anybody who wants to know. For those of you who might be wondering, this video is being shot on a Sony HDR AS100V call it an action camera, but I have two of them mounted on the front window. One is pointing this way, kind of acts as a dash cam. You never know when it might come in handy. And the other one is pointed to me, so I can do these little videos. But I'll take a picture of them just so you can see. There they are. So anyway, I'm shooting this on. For those of you who are wondering, how am I shooting this video? I'm shooting it on a Sony HDR 100. I'm sorry, HDR AS100V, which is kind of an action cam, small thing that's mounted on the windshield. A picture of it you can see right here. It's much safer than, you know, holding my trusty iPhone. I'm sure Marie Price, who raised this question of safety, will appreciate that. Anyway, that's all I have for today, boys and girls. Oh, I ordered custom plates. Finally, for the first time in my life, I'm gonna have custom plates. The custom plate will read O2ADDCT. Hopefully, I mean, I've got a lot of smart friends, so hopefully you'll be able to figure that one out. Anyway, that's all for today, and until next time, O2 Addict, I am out. Peace and blessings and all that.